And we are back to Esoteric Ebb. Last time we did a few things like getting lost underground until we managed to find a way up, dying underground, finding a lockpick and a few other things and some sort of some evidence of our star witness. We also dealt with the situation at Circle Square. We got paid handsomely for that, but that's not why we did that. Did not want those dwarves to go or to get arrested, And here we are. We tried to get in there, but a certain angel would be like, no, you just need to wait until after midnight, and I don't think I'm going to wait for that. Our odds are not great, but they are much better than they were the first time, and I believe in myself. Yes! Let's go! With incredible strength, you begin ripping the planks off the masonry. The blue energy fights your grip. An intense force keeps them in place. This weak magic stands no chance against my strength, push even further beyond. You pull and pull, pressing your feet against the rough wood surface. Your gloved hand putting an immense pressure on the esoteric steel. Push yourself to the limit. Oh! A snap, like a small bolt of lightning, shoots from the base of the planks. The energy field around your gloves evaporates, stinging your flesh. The magic's broken, now rip the wood apart. Rip! Rip the planks! One after the other, the planks fall to the ground, defeated, humiliated, dead like doornails, etc. The door is open. Gods be damned. Snell gives you an actual applause. You just cracked apart a spell with your bare hands. Easy. Shake off grain from your bare hands. Wait, no, bare hands? No, I have gloves. Right. Easy. I'm officially impressed. Well done. You stand there, breathless, having performed an amazing feat of strength. Beyond lies the ruined tea shop. You can smell it already. It's like looking into a burnt out fireplace. The ash and cinder is all that remains. The goblin gives you a serious look. It's time, cleric. You get ready to step inside. Your body begins shivering. Keep your guard up. Get ready to run. Death. This is death. Stop muttering about death. It's making you really nervous. The tea shop that blew up. The tea shop that blew up. Let's take a look. Row of booths. This looks very uncomfortable. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. But the wood itself stands. Interesting. Yep, it's fucked down here too. Where should I look first? The left booth does seem interesting. Snell checks the right one. Check the central booth. The militia holds the whole place down, Snell says while lifting a coal-like wood piece. Especially here in front, it's all sludge. Going to be hard finding any signs of anything. Bad guys always leave big signs. We'll find something. Wouldn't that be neat? He says and drops the piece. Yell if you find something. Focus on this particular booth, or what used to be one. The textiles once draped over the ceiling have been turned to ash and charred with the expensive wood. Along with the water damage, the elemental forces here are intense. The stone tables remain standing for now, like scorched like the Darwin architecture. Yeah, no, I'm not finding anything here. I'll check the other booth. He lifts his head and sniffs. Keep looking for now, but let's not waste too much time here. He's ordering you around. He can't do that. The goblin is simply making conversation. Don't read into it. Focus on the charred remains of the table. Glancing over the scorched wood, you find it simply burned like everything else, barely existing. But it is wood, intact wood, relatively speaking. The militia's attempt to stop the fire splashed everything with water as well, so all the stuff is just sludge. Look at the ruined wood intensely. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Here we are. I want to change my inventory. Let's see now. Helmets. This will do. Plus wisdom. Plus dexterity. Why is my strength so... Oh, right. The Mace of Terror. Ugh. But my wisdom is high. So we are gonna do that. Engage. Recover the debris carefully. Put pressure on the broken piece. Snaps. Okay. Just a souvenir. Great. These sharp debris. Fused with fiery energies. Alright. As long as I do not roll a 1, I will succeed this. Okay. Yeah. Lifting some of the wreckage. You spend 10 minutes searching around the crevice behind the booth until something catches your eyes. Something not burnt. You reach out and grab it. Melted booth. It's a tiny metal leaf. It fits in the palm of your gloved hand. As you wipe off the soot, you find it in a strange condition. Its intricate design shows both value and style, but feel it tingle down your arm. Esoteric. The tiny leaf fits in the palm of your gloved hand. A magic item? The brooch is half melted. Magic items do not get destroyed like this. Not by anything but the most powerful of magic. It simply does not happen. Oh shit! DC 15? This brooch is designed by Ilian hands. Their religious leaders and nobility carry these. You glance over your companion. He hasn't spotted your find yet. Hey! Not so loud, damn it. The goblin scoots over to you and looks at the tiny pin in your hand. Strange, interesting. It kind of survived the fire? Bring it with. Show it to the old lady. Sure. He looks around. Let's focus somewhere else in here. Key item, I suppose. No. Interesting. Trinket. Charisma advantage against elves. This does give me an idea. Broken teacups. On the floor beneath the shelf, you find a pile of broken porcelain. Damn, it's like a clump. Try to pick up one up. Grabbing the edge of the cup reveals how stuck it is. You can't move it in an inch. They've been deformed by the fire. Can't I pull harder? It would break. No use. It reeks. What is this? Counter. You step behind the counter. Oh yeah, this is a counter. There are compartments filled with ruined tin boxes. In the back, there is a complicated set of tubes and pipes, combining into some sort of tea-making machine. A brewer. Not often you get to see one of these days. For such a fine and expensive piece of machinery to break. A shame. I'll have a sweet with cream, please. Snell says nasally. He leans over the counter. Oh, make that half cream. Actually, my tummy is sensitive today. He's making fun of humans and their love of milk. Answering in a snobby tone, we only serve Hill-sourced oat milks here. The goblin looks at you, then at the counter, then looks at you again. That's called a double take. Good job. Look at his face, pure shock. Good one, cleric. He waves his claw. Check the counter. For a short instant, he actually thought you were funny. Let's look at the shared boxes. The boxes are tin boxes full of tea leaves. Oh, they're supposed to be. The heat from the explosion has melted both the tin and its contents. It's just ash now. Damn, I was hoping at least one of these would be intact. Selling tea is a legit side hustle. The margins are bonkers. Look over the machine. Pipes and levers melted, glass shattered. This was once a fine work of engineering. Check the pipes. Copper pipes, expensive, once shined, now charred and bent. Handcrafted. You can see the markings of a round hammer across it. A lot of care went into this machine. Check the copper chamber at the top. This is where you put the tea leaves. As you lean in, you don't see much beyond some burnt muck through the cracks. You do smell something. It smells awful. Dense scent. Why does it smell like that? It contains something foul. You do not know what. Leaning closer. Come on, don't. Inhale the horrible smell. Smells like disgusting burnt muck. Bad. This is not good. You know this is bad. What smells foul make your nose stronger? That is not true. Holy hell, stop moving your face into whatever this shit is. Your knees shake, but you stand. Take care of yourself better. Find Goblin glaring you with worried expression. I'm going to pretend I didn't see that. Check the output valve. There is a metal valve at the end. It's shut. It's only shut when it's brewing. That means it was working during the explosion. Open the valve. but it bends at an odd angle. Wait, that's not how a valve is supposed to feel. It's stuck? Be careful. Only with finesse can you tame a machine like this, cause you're such an expert at that. You carefully put pressure on the valve as you turn the little lever. Suddenly you hear a snap. A tiny piece of copper comes flying towards you, hitting your helmet with a dink. You totally let it do that. Oh, there's more. Shit, step back! The valve bursts open, releasing an oozing pile of tea ash and gods only know what else onto the floor. Gods be damned! The scent is particularly awful. Avoid. Avoid. You've already smelled this shit. Oh, I'm fine. Foulness. But nothing you cannot stand. Smell the fetid melted ooze. This is disgusting. Try your best not to puke. Alas, you persevere. The floor behind the counter is now covered in a layer of ashy mulch. What did I gain from this? A loud ding comes out of the machine as the last dribble of ooze exits the chamber. It's still operational? What the hell? Operational? More like leaking innards. A death knell. After the bell, a box opens up at the top of the machine. Inside you see dry tea leaves. It's the steam leaves. They are supposed to add extra flavor. And that scent, they are uku leaves from Kargamesh. Wait, this thing was ready to go. Doesn't that mean it was being used during the explosion? Possibly. Truly a possibility. Alright, well. That means those tea leaves are evidence. The goblin is correct for once. Evidence, huh? Yeah, pick up the leaves, cleric. Oh, right, of course. Nice. Now you can please not hang around this goop. Look at the surface. As a slab of wood covering the stone base of the countertop. More like charcoal at this point. You are allowed to type blast you in the comments below. You don't have to. Well, let's see here now. The only not disintegrated thing in this central chamber is the stone slab. It's just very, very cooked. A table, it was once a stone table. Now it is scorched as the rest of the tea shop. Maybe leave it alone. Your arms cannot carry that burden. Ah yes, a table. It must have been flipped over by the force of the explosion. Beneath. Everything is horrific beneath. Huh? You want to flip the table? Oh, even with snow, this is really heavy. There is something interesting here. However, make sure you look around first. Maybe we can use a lever, because I am not able to roll a 25. No way in hell. How the hell is this place still standing? What's this? Whatever content once filled this chamber has been pushed up against the cracked walls. The dwarven masonry damaged in various locations and everything. Every single thing in the chamber is burnt. Incredible power. This is the center, but where exactly did the explosion originate from? The stony tiles, scorch marks, and general aesthetic make this look like a dragon's lair. Death. We will stop. we will stop trying to. We will stop saying that. Check the debris. Reveals nothing but the charred rocks and iron scraps. Remnants of furniture, shelves, maybe chairs. Pushed up into the corners of the room, a violent and sudden force of heat compressed it down. Check the iron beams along the walls. Once they stood straight, holding the ancient tunnel upright. Yeah, it's a miracle this place hasn't collapsed entirely. You should probably leave. Check the ceiling. Your heart beats quicker. Glance upwards, finding the somewhat high ceiling in the chambers to be scorched but intact. This place will stand. For now. Could this be caused by a spell? Spell can cause most things. Very obviously, this chamber has hit by a fireball spell. Your thoughts on this chamber, Snell? It's a damn blast, John. Any theories? I'll tell you what I think, Cleric. I think, and I'm very certain of this, that a very powerful fireball spell was cast right on the spot. Clearly. But look, I'm no expert. But he has good intuition. Exactly how that would happen is confounding to me. So let's just both look over the debris and bring as much information as we can to the old lady. Why do you think it's a fireball? Pretty common spell, powerful. Wouldn't be the first time either. Novik has seen its fair share of renegade wizards of the years. Not too many capable of this kind of destruction, not these days. There used to be much more powerful wizards before the start of the new era. The goblin lifts an eyebrow. You feel it stirring in your lower stomach. What about you? Can you cast fireball? Most clerics and paladins can tap into arcane magics. I could, technically. Good. Then you can tell me if there is something off about it. I will leave this rubble alone for just a moment. Can I make my intelligence bigger? I can. By 1. Damn. No shot, huh? Could a hammer help here? Yes. Alright, I can... I am slightly better than the... I have 55% chance of success. Nope. Confused. Great. I wasted 10 minutes. Spent 10 minutes simply looking around. There's clearly damage in the center of the chamber, and the force obviously pushed everything out towards the walls, but no matter where you look, there's no clear epicenter. You need more time on this. Nothing? Alright, we can take a break or something. He's frustrated. There's more, far more. The fire is spreading wildly, all directions. The center is many. Let's take a look here. Once there were shelves here filled with magazines. You've seen this type of construction before in other shitty tea shops. Images of loud dwarves arguing over articles flash in your mind. You like readings now? Sure, but not this garbage. You're right. Hard to read when it's burnt like this. No, not copper zins. It's just a bunch of lies and tall tales. Might be fun if you want to raise your blood pressure. Thank you for expressing your opinion. Let's now return to work. Okay. He glances at you, his eyes filled with concern. Just to make sure you're not falling apart or anything. What? I'm just seem to notice you start to act a bit strange sometimes. Just wanted to make sure you're not, I don't know, leaking out of your head or something. Thank you for your concern. I do not have any unwanted holes or hemorrhages going on. Okay, good. Great to hear. He still looks concerned. Don't scare him like this. Look at the clumps of charcoal. Little across the stone alcove, you see chunks of, well, charcoal. This used to be wood. The stone shelves used to have a wood front. Is there nothing readable left? Why would there be? Paper burns quite easily. But what if? Don't even have to try. Oh, amazing! Among the mess, you notice something solid. Moving away a small pile of burnt magazines, you discover a paper completely unharmed by the flames. It's a bit dirty, but a quick shake reveals the title, The Undercommon. We spent a fortnight fishing these bad boys out of the sewer last year. What kind of asshole thought a magically indestructible newspaper was a good idea? There is a faint, tealish outline on the paper, not quite glowing in the dark, but almost. It can't even be burnt? Nope, not even magic flame. Is it any good? Design? Nah, it's shit. The magical elven brush was damaged, but not this. Immunity to fire damage is sure something, huh? Three shards! Holy crap! Iron door. Frame with off a painting. Broken table or shelf. What about this? Laid in the passage, the iron door has fallen off its hinges. Look at the corners, they are bent. Look at the bent corners of the door. An incredibly high temperature must have been involved to cause this door to bend like this. And it bent outwards, so clearly the origin point of the explosion was in the back. Figure out what could have bent the door like this. Oh, okay, we are doing this. To melt iron like this, it would require incredible heat. You remember from your studies the art of the fireball spell. And also forward, it was often used to horrific efficiency in the Coast War to eliminate entire legions. But to reach the grace rod enough to soften this iron, it would have to be of 7th level or higher. More realistically, considering how the flames forcefully escaped from the back rooms by bending the door this way, 8th or 9th level. Look at the hinges. The hinges are connected to the wall via thick iron nails. Typical dwarven design. They use a metal known as hardsten on doors like this. Looks like they've been ripped right out of the stone. No, wait, no. The iron's bent as well. Interesting. There was a combination of force and heat. An esoteric effect? Just a spell? Trifle? Frame without painting. The actual picture was obviously burnt away in the past. It is iron, it remains. What sort of painting you think it was, Snell? Drummer does strike me as the type of a guy to hang a giant picture of himself. What do you think? I bet it was the painting of a door. What? A door, like to trick people. Trick people? They do walk into the wall. They do go, hey, I can't grab the handle. It would be funny. Sure, funny. Maybe we should keep looking for actual clues. Are you saying this burned painting is not a clue? Fuck it, sure, it's a clue. Why not? Look closer at the frame. Iron, melted to hell but still somewhat intact. Not as affected by the fire as some pipes you saw in the central tea shop chamber. Right, anything else? The frame holds nothing else. No signs being on what's left by the flames. Sad to see it ruined like this. Yes, it is a tragedy. Our art is sacred. You have no way of knowing if it was even beautiful. Could have been some horrific abomination of a painting. There's beauty in our art. Drivel. Such anti-canonical thought is exactly why art has lost its meaning. Oh, wisdom and intelligence, please keep fighting. I should leave it alone. Alright. Can I engage in this?
Huh?
Alright. Let's try this shit again. Yes. Motherfucker! Oh, thank God! You look around and find the damage confusing. While centered in the chamber, the damage appears uneven, as if the force of the explosion was struggling with itself. With that thought, you receive a vision, replaying the event of in your mind, an explosion in the chamber, conflagration spreading. It just doesn't work. However, you experiment in your head with the idea of multiple explosions. Suddenly it clicks. The floor, it has several marks. You start counting. 1, 2, 3. It's not enough. Looking around the chamber, you see several points from which the fire clearly spread. The explosion is... no. Explosions. Explosions. Multiple. The companion lifts his head from whatever scraps he was looking over. What did you say? You keep counting. 4, 5, 6. Even that is not enough. Fires the immense force. 7, 8. You point to the last spot on the floor you can see, near the west wall where you're standing. 9. 9. 9 of them. The goblin's gaze dances across the chamber. You see his face contort as it dawns on him. More than one? Hold up 7 fingers. 9 separate explosions simultaneously. He stares at your fingers. He doesn't mention it. He's too kind. He looks around the chamber, concerned. Walk me through it. How do 9 explosions go off at the same time? We got a cable of sorters, a coven? What? Careful now. Do you really want to share this info with him? The goblin is not your boss. You don't need... Ah, yes! Necklace of fireballs. Necklace of... You can see his mind working behind his sharp eyes. Huh. Do you think it's possible? Like the assassination of priestess Ilona? Didn't know you were a history buff. He ignores your comment and looks around the explosion. The mass-produced shit they used in the Coast War, it wouldn't get close to this level of force. You're telling me someone tasked 9 beads of fireball, essentially a fully charged and practically invaluable magic item, into a damn tea shop? Could be an esoteric mystery as well. He chuckles. If Novik is gonna be filled with esoteric pockets of fireball, well, he clicks his tongue. Then whoever wins the election is in for a fun time. Well, shit. Another thing to report. Old lady is not gonna believe it. Well, time to put on the muscle. Not this. This we have to do. This. This. Let's try this. We have considerable odds here with advantage, but we might still fail. Nope. We do it, and didn't even need help, technically. You grab the thick table with your gloved hands, gripping it firmly, strongly. Snell copies your movement on 3. 1, 2, 3! Flip the table. Oh! You see a corpse. It almost disappears into destruction around it. It's a... Snell stares at it. He is silent. Gods be good. One casualty. Yeah, confirmed. The corpse appears completely shared to you. Such destruction would make it very difficult to identify. The size is average in human terms, somewhat slender. Hard to make out anything other than a silhouette. The goblin steals himself. How much experience do you have with corpses, cleric? Your thoughts land on anatomy books, basic medicine training, nothing practical. The goblin breaks his intense stare down at the corpse and turns to you. He's afraid the corpse will awaken. Not an unreasonable concern. Cleric? I can handle it. Good to hear. We should do a preliminary checkup just to scope out the scene. Then we'll get a transport to the leech house. We should have Viscan examine it. He's very listening to you. I'll check the head, you check the hands or something. Kneel down. Look at the torso. Dark mass, one skin. Now appears to be all but a solid mass. It was not even a smell. She was incinerated fully in an instant. The intense heat caused rapid muscle contraction, freezing the woman in place. She placed herself in this position, more likely to take cover from the explosion. Nothing but blackened, brittle carbon residue. However, you are quite certain this was a woman. The mortician will have to determine that. Woman unknown age, she crawled up in this position moments before the explosion. She did not suffer. Got it, good info. He leans in, slightly closer, too far to see anything. The poor glowing. Focus on the hands. See that her left hand is half destroyed. The right hand is clenched near the victim's hip, holding something. A clue, of course. No, this is a bad idea unless you want to break that fist into 1,000 pieces, but hey, maybe you do. Leave it for later. Check out the head. Not much to see, fire burned off everything. While shard beyond recognition, the skull itself is already intact. The mouth is intact, good. And why is that good exactly? So you can have someone to talk to, of course. Speak with dead, it requires an intact mouth on the corpse to successfully mimic speech. Speak with death, a third-level necromantic spell, allows you to animate a spirit into a corpse and have it answer 5 questions. As long as that corpse retains a suitable vessel, that mainly boils down to still having some sort of a mouth, including a functioning jaw. Even in this condition, the corpse should have a valid target. Do I notice something else? A good question. Looking for distinguishing features, you do notice something interesting. The ears. Ears? Look at the ears now. He squints. Barely there. What about them? Look closer. Sure, what I'm supposed to. Oh. Wait. Despite keeping a recognizable form, what remains of the ears have a peculiar shape. They're sharp, pointy. Pointy ears. He looks around. There's only one humanoid creature on the coast with this body size and pointy ears. Not an orc, not a gnome, and not a human. The goblin takes a step back. No chance. Oh boy. Just the concept of such a rare creature being found in the second-rate tea shop. There is no doubt. Oh no. Your companion glares at the corpse. His head then slowly turns towards you. Oh no. Oh dear God. It's a damn elf. Scent of a coal midst flame and mist. This is the death you fear, the dramatic end to your career. Did they know? No, they couldn't have. Yet you have, through no means of your own, landed this trapped hallway of a mission. You only have one choice now. Find exactly why this happened, who killed the elf, who blew up the tea shop. You feel the answer must lie below, far, far below. The duck. Your eyes follow the towering dark night as he walks past, heading down the stairs. Duck, a water... Thank you. A waterfall common in Ascani lakes. The body is secured. Good, good. The pale man answers behind the desk. Snell leans against the iron slab, his eyes fastened entirely upon the elvish corpse across the chamber. I think I expected a dwarf. A dwarf. What? Why? The tea shop used to be a gathering place for the Asgams. My first thought was an infighting or political assassination. But an elf? There is like 3 of them in the entire city. What should I say? Discuss the quest, of course. Share your feelings. Ask about it, like how fuck you both are. How bad is this? The Ilm are powerful even in Norvik. If one of them got offed, yeah, could spell trouble for sure. This is above my rank. But I don't see anyone jumping at the chance, so you're still serving the old lady for now. Perhaps this is not the time to complain. Should be easy to identify an elf, right? You'd think that. I'm guessing it will be impossible. So what now? The goblin does not look forward to reporting all this. Gather my remaining clues in the tea shop. Then we report to Lady Sagelip as soon as possible. You hear the pale man clear his throat against the circular chamber. I want to check out the corpse again. Ah, yeah. Obviously, you also want to do the thing. Just stare at him. You know, the thing. And mimics talking. No! With the corpses, speak with the dead. The spell, speak with dead. I never did any. We'll see about that. I guess we will. But you get 5 questions from that spell, right? With that you should be able to easily figure out with who, what, why, when, and so on. Can't cast 3rd level's spell yet, though. Oh wait. But doesn't it take years to learn that shit? I think I lost something when I fell into the river, but it's coming back to me. Sounds worrying, but good. Just try to get back into the groove quickly. Let me check the corpse again. Alright. Oh, is this the thing? Ah, here we go. Bracers of Fury. Take a closer look. There is a gentle repose cast on it. That's how it survived in one piece. Dark Knight carried it here. Okay. Yeah, they got the thing. They got the thing. +2 dexterity. This is quite good. Tricks. Nice. I think it's my pocket watch. Advantage in esoteric events and +1 intelligence? Shows the correct... Never shows the correct time of day. It's always at least 10 hours out of alignment, no matter how anyone tries to correct it. At a touch, you can feel the faint magic pulsating within. The wielder gains a greater perception of esoteric happenings and occurrences within 200 feet. Yeah, this is important. I am going to engage with him. Tell me about the dead wealth. Yes, cleric. There is a few points to go over. 6 points of interest to be precise. Tell me which points you wish to go over. Oh boy, you have control. You like this. Don't give him choices. He will be here forever. You should pick the last point first, then go random. Keep him on his toes. Go from 1 to 6 in order. Beginning with the least interesting. That will keep you engaged and most susceptible for information gathering. Least interesting. Transfer. Yes, it went fine. The body was ruined, of course, but still intact enough to, thanks to the charring, that gentle repose did what it should. I then had a subordinate carry the corpse, wrapped in a silk, a special fiber material. With minor damage, the transfer was completed. Sex. Yes, sex. Surprisingly difficult to determine in elven folk. Sex. Dwarven for the number 6. Never stops being funny. Sex. Survival mechanism of our mortal folk. Sex. A beautiful union between those who carry the burden of life upon their souls. Sex. Fun. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you, brain. Sex should be nice. Not in anyone in this place, though. Ha, what an opportunity. You should make light of this. Oh no. Okay. If I'm going to make fun of this, I am going to do with the deeper joke rather than the shallow one. Oh, but this is 0.3, not 6. Yes, cleric, 0.3. The goblin leans in and whispers, "Very funny, perfect timing." After much consideration, I've established that this was, at the time of death, a female elf. Good to know, thanks. Point 6. Hands. Found an object within the elf's grasp. However, it had a magic seal on it. causing it to break upon interference. Slow and deliberated, the pale man shows you some dust in a vial. It was a chain, a gold chain. The esoteric enchantment upon it caused it to survive the explosions. However, it fell apart upon losing contact with its host. Interesting. I apologize for not handling it better. Perhaps I could have gotten more info. Interesting, very interesting. Damn! Indeed. I'm not sure how to look into it further, but it could be good to mention to Lady Sadie Leaf. Point 4. Mouth intact. It is. Which means you are able to cast Speak with Dead, Cleric. I need some help with that. He nods. I'll see what I can do. Next point. Point 7. The cause of death. Fire. The easy answer is usually the correct one. She was incinerated instantaneously. The final shape of the body informs this judgment. I cannot determine if she sustained any minor damage before, but the way she ended makes it clear. She was moving until the fire erupted. This is all. Point 8. It says clerical compensation. No such point, cleric. What else? He's quick. The pale man is learning how to handle you. Point 2. Folk identifier. It's an elf, right? Yes, your preliminary assumptions were very much correct. While even the teeth had been ruined, the fangs presented as clear evidence. This is an elf, one without horns or other bestial alteration. Point 5. Ilium identity. This elf is clearly of Ilium nature. Getting in contact with the embassy would be smart or foolish. I do suggest speaking with Nicholas Darrow or his Valkyrie. Yeah, that sounds like trouble. That embassy is on the other side of town. Plus, they are not exactly known to be too welcoming of incomers. I have what I need. Right, good. Now listen. Speak with Dead is a powerful spell. Where can I find it? Straight to the point. Necromancers are rare in the city. Some specialized clerics are touted, but few are powerful enough to know, and it's innately a third spell. However, for lack of a better way to put this, I know a guy. Can I get a spell from the towers? As a low-ranking cleric, you can't get access to anything higher than first level. Truly sucks. Tell me more about this guy of yours. His name is Pondavo. He is, or was, an arcanist. A pupil of the fortress of Vendun, if you believe the rumors. A cursed and evil place you've heard about in stories since you've been a child. Surely this is a necromancer. He can teach me speak with that? Pondavo is an eccentric fellow. You may find him down the crypts. Great! Alright, I'll go look for him. If you treat him well, he'll surely share his knowledge with you. Once you are in the crypts, one of the western coffins has a handle that may be rotated. So, do so, then pull. His private area will be revealed, so he leaves behind a secret door. Yes, that is correct. Once you've learned to speak with dead, return and cast it on the corpse. Thank you, bye. Alright. Let's try to see if I can do that real quick. Where does this lead? Let's go here. Oh, I remember where this leads. This leads to Lady Sage Leaf. Well, we've bumbled around here. Oh yeah, I need to change my things. I don't need to be charismatic, I don't think. Let's... Yes. And now, plus intelligence minus constitution. Popular fanzine, shoddily printed and filled with leather. Fan fiction and reviews. It's essentially a collection of writing from various fans of local theater show. LARPing? Interesting. Design is infamous for accidentally releasing issues in an enchanted, indestructible paper. A legal battle is being fought over the difficulty of removing them from circulation. You cannot destroy this magazine no matter what you do. Amazing. Here we go. Not so bad now. Surely no more traps. Oh yeah, what about this? I remember this. Oh, it's strength. And the goblin is still with me. So, no shot. Hello? It should be this one, isn't it? No? Ah. This one. Classical dwarven style design used for early earthfolk tones. Ornate carvings cover the surface. Symbols of death and rebirth. All Darwin in orange. Forge and hammer. Pull the handle. It's firm. Examine the handle. Examine the coffin. Cold smooth. Carving a deliberate. Rotate the handle. There we go. Twist. Now pull the handle. Well, oh boy, even deeper, huh? Doom, the lair of a leech, huh? Leech, an undead spellcaster of immense power, created and sustained by consuming the souls of mortals. They are capable of eternal life and terrifying esoteric might. Into the dark. Don't say that he's scared. That's rude. Wooden coffin, it's rotting? Wait, what's this? Yes! I need those. Drink patch. Recovers a 3rd level spell slot. Well, since I already did it, It doesn't look used anyways. Oh, fuck. It is a demi-lich. Hello? Oh no. Skull is a sign of death. Don't touch anything. Whatever esoteric effect is in place here, do not disturb it. Just look around. Shrine is quiet. The colorful gems cover this altar, as well as the eye sockets of the central skull. Your legs wobble as you look upon it. You should pray to this thing. It is stronger than you. The fuck you shouting for? Ah, great. As if lifted by some invisible force, the bejeweled skull rises from the altar. Its gleaming eyes twinkling in the light, its jaw clattering. The noise causes you to recoil. Death. No. No way. An unwinding wave of dread falls upon your essence. An esoteric force. It is entering your mind. Protect me. Protect you? The goblin tries to grab you, but he freezes and groans. What the hell? He falls to his knee. You barely stand. I can move. The skull's jaws stop clattering. The noise disappears. You feel in control once more. You wake me up for some trifling bullshit? You a trifler? Huh? No, sir, please stop making that sound. I make any dumb sound I like. You hear? I'm the cleric. Cleric, eh? Cleric of a dead god. The body cannot sustain this undeath. The skull lets out a howling laughter as it shudders about in the air. I am Necrolord Bondavol. Necrolord, that is the title of that is a title of Old Diminor. You've been unfortunate enough to encounter here a remnant of the Arcanists left to decay into this mad form, a demi-lich, a horrifying creature, a lich falling into the state of insanity and decay, rotting into nothing but a skull. Wait, Viscan sent me here. The skull stops. Viscan? What are you, an apprentice? Yes? What kind of apprentice? The esoteric kind? He's teaching me mortuary stuff. So you're the first embalming student he has taken on ever? No way, hombre. The esoteric kind? Viskin don't really take on arcane students. I'm not really an apprentice. Hold on. Are you that cleric looking to speak with the dead elf? Yes, obviously. He rattles a laugh, slowly spinning in the air. Viscan let me know about your little situation. Oh, he did? You're not very necromantic entangled, are you? I never managed to master that school at the towers. Master it? No one mastered it. Not even after centuries of scholarship. You see, I'm not just some horny wizard. I'm a goddamn mage! The Lich is, surprisingly, not a threat. For whatever reason, his intentions are far more sinister. He intends to teach you something, training the arts by hacking them legends sent to fight on behalf of the greatest empire in the history of Jor Asheprant. Necrolord is not just some title, it's a calling, a dream of undead supremacy. One day it will be reached. You're the lucky one here, for I will help guide you to a strange attunement. A necromantic attunement. You do that for me? Of course I owe it to Viscount for one, and for second, I just love spreading the joy of death magic. Any sandman would. What are you voting in the election? It goes against my ideological beliefs to vote. Democracy doesn't work, never has, never will. Said to originate from early Arcane era civilizations in Old Numenor, it is the rule of majority. Those with suffrage may vote to enable their preferred government. A truly messy and ineffective process. Says you, intelligence. Why do you say that? People are just so stupid, on average, statistically. Megocracy or technocracy might work. Hells, even oligarchy has its uses. Just look at its free striders. But real democracy is too foolish. It might help launch these other, more powerful forms of government into speed. But real permanent democracy, a shit show. Just you wait. Have you seen real democracy in action? Somewhat. Some pre-Arcanist states had pretty formal democratic conventions established. They were eaten, consumed by the power of the magocracy. They could not handle the rapid changes and extreme strength of the more directly controlled governments. The only reason a magocratic power did not stand on top at the end of the Coast War is because of Jor's inebriated ebbing. Terribly annoying. Ebbing? What? Of course. You haven't heard of it? The esoteric ebb. He's speaking of the lack of powerful magic in our world. The lack of magic. We can talk about political theory all day, but if the ebbing had not occurred, the Arcanists would still rule the coast. There is no argument to be had about that. It's a tragedy. I hope magic returns to what it was. Then we hold the same dream one day. There is a deep question here. The Demi-Lich holds much knowledge despite his mad nature. Asking, what is ebb, truly? I have to ask, what do you think the ebb really is? The Demi-Lich swirls around in the air before landing down on the altar. I say the same thing some rational Arcanist said back when it was first discovered. Jor is alive. He's haunting us, taking away what he gave with his strings. As a joke, or a punishment, or a gift, who knows? Personally, I'm furious at him, if he's still here watching us. Interesting. Think it's interesting internally. Ooh, okay. Tell me about Visca. Lovely bastard. He gave I gave him a serious case of testicular torsions. Can't believe he ever forgave me. Pure evil. The skull lets out a maniacal laugh. Just out of nowhere, as a joke. No! We had a little war going on, okay? I had just left my position at the fortress of Vengeance. I was 30-ish years, I believe. Wait, right when your Earthfolk had begun growing quite bold up the River Torna, so I decided to sneak into your city here. That's when I saw him. An old opponent, Visken. I immediately remembered his ugly mug and his heart and soul engineering. Just how old is Visken then? No clue, maybe 100 or 2? Either way, I decided to kill him and take his place among the mortals of Norfolk. A couple of magic duels and assassination attempts later, and we were at a stalemate, although I do consider it more as me just getting tired of hunting him down all the time. Him and his goons. One moment. Alright, back at it. And his goons. Our battles came to an end though when a local vampire starts messing with us both, threatened to expose us. So we joined up. Team up of the century, or that decade at least. You two fought a vampire together. Was an epic duel of the shadowy fates. Together, however, the vampire was easily eliminated. In the aftermath, we decided to work together. Visken even helped me get this sweet alcove for myself. We share research from time to time and work together to figure out the mystery of. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about something else. Who was the vampire? Thomas Darrow? Thomas Darrow, uncle of Nicholas Darrow, disappeared 15 years ago and his case was wildly speculated investigation. A nobleman, which made it much more dangerous. We cut him down without anyone suspecting a thing. Maybe I shouldn't say this out loud, but who cares? The mysterious death of Thomas Darrow was written about quite extensively in the magazines about 15 years ago, back when we were a kid. Thomas Darrow, so that's what happened to the lost uncle of Darrow's house. Did you turn into a skull in that battle with the vampire? A skull? It's a bit bunny, but a skull? Don't be preposterous. The demi-lich is clearly unaware of his own situation. He's either deluded or there is some esoterical effect placed upon his memories. A memory altering spell by Visken, perhaps. Ooh. What's that about that search? Nothing, that's nothing. Okay. So, what are you exactly? You never asked, did you? I'm a terrifying lick, of course. He does not consider himself decayed a sign of madness. You do have to be pretty stupid not to. Know anything about the tea shop thing? Nah. You seem pretty well informed about goings on around the city. I get updates sometime, but I don't know. Found that they exploded though. wouldn't say it was fun. Boring. It was probably a rogue wizard on some kind of magic item mishap. Whenever a necklace of fireballs was smuggled from the floating cities down the peasants, they'd always find a way to blow themselves in the most spectacular ways. Hilarious! That used to be common, and not every day a village exploded in a fireball. Those necklaces were valuable, but sometimes someone smuggled one away from the front lines or off of a factory floor. I was never too into evocation magic for that reason. Too easy. That's a lot. I'm going now. Goodbye, Bondaval. Inventory. Let's get smart about this. Wow, I really don't have much ways to increase my intelligence, but I have this. Incredible. That did so much. I'm so glad to have done that. Maybe I shouldn't get that emerald.
Huh?
Alright. We got advantage. We got a +4. Let's try this. Nope. Strings are always different for each school, aesthetically speaking. Everyone views them differently. Abjuration to me is steel, evocation is lightning, necromancy is flesh. Perhaps that can help. Show him, of course. They focused mostly on hostile destruction of undeath, not so much on the management of it. The strings, they were pale like death. Hold a hand towards the skull. Yes, try it. He giggles in that sort of insane, creepy way. There's many strings. Twist this one. You do so, and the strings grow dark, black as night. Oh. Let's not die. Let's not die. Oh my god. You did something, alright. Impressive. I'm alive, I think. That's the spirit. Try again later. You get it eventually. Oh my god. You were exhausted. Yeah, that did not go well. I'm not doing that right now. Wait. Where do I sleep tonight? I don't know, cleric. Can't the city pay for something? You're a cleric, for God's sake. Can I sleep in the Goblin Garden? No, or I mean... No. Can I sleep with you? No, and seriously, don't phrase it like that. Maybe I can sleep with Viscan? You're probably too warm for him, and don't phrase it like that. I can just sleep here. Just here? Yeah, it's not so bad. Right here? Okay, maybe not. Yeah. Guess I could ask the Coin Lord? Ah, yeah, Darrow's your boss on this job, isn't it? Guess it's got another thing. It's late, you can head off if you want to. And leave you here by yourself? You're going to sleep, right? Because I sure hope you're not going on some adventure by yourself. I don't need to sleep, I'm the cleric. Sighs. Fine, I'm tired, I'm going home. See you tomorrow, cleric. Alright then. Inventory. We need to consume. And consume. And consume. And consume. And then we are going to get items that make me strong. -3 charisma. Yo. That's all for now. Okay. How bad is it? I'm exhausted, so the DC is 9. Well, next time we are going to touch a really long rock. But for now, today, this is it for Esoteric Ep. And if you like this episode, please subscribe so that you can keep watching. I need those subscribers. Please subscribe. See ya!